Can you hear me? They are already looking for you.
Astro Gaming presents top 10 games for low-end computers.
Relax. Your implants are still adjusting to...
Batman: Arkham City is an open-world action-adventure game that incorporates tactics from stealth games. The game is set within Arkham City, which is open to the player from the beginning of the game. The player can move silently throughout the game, using a combination of gadgets and stealth moves to sneak up on enemies and incapacitate them. Batman can use his cape to glide around the city, diving downwards and swooping upwards to extend his flight, and he can use the grapnel gun's retracting rope to attach to out-of-reach ledges. Middle-earth: Shadow of Mordor is a third-person open-world action-adventure video game, where the player controls a ranger by the name of Talion who seeks revenge on the forces of Sauron after his family, consisting of his wife and son, are killed by those that lead them. Players can travel across locations in the game through parkour, riding monsters, or accessing forge towers. Completing quests earns the player a number of rewards, experience points that are used to unlock new abilities for both Talion's Ranger and Celebrimbor's Wraith skills, a power value that allows the player to access more powerful abilities to unlock. BioShock 2 is a first-person shooter, with the player taking on the role of Subject Delta 8 years after the events of the first BioShock game. As in BioShock, the player explores Rapture and fights off splicers using a combination of weapons, the environment, and plasmids. Plasmids function akin to magic and must be recharged with Eve to be used. The player can also equip tonics, passive bonuses that range from increased speed to reduced Eve usage. Several of the weapons in BioShock 2 were previously seen carried by Big Daddies in the first game, including a powerful drill and a rivet gun. Crysis 3 is a first-person shooter. Players take control of Prophet as he progresses through New York City to defeat the Ceph, a technologically advanced alien race. Throughout the game, players can slide, sprint, jump and crouch. When encountering enemies, players can defeat them by using guns or a compound bow, utilizing explosives like grenades and C4, or by performing a melee attack. Prototype 2 is an open-world action-adventure video game. The game features a new protagonist, James Heller, as he goes on a quest to destroy the Black Light virus. The story is one of revenge, as Heller wants to kill Alex Mercer, protagonist of the original prototype, after his family was killed in the outbreak of the Black Light virus. While the game was a top seller for a period of time. Assassin's Creed 3 is a third-person action-adventure title set in an open world in which the player uses a combination of stealth, parkour, and combat to complete various missions. The player takes the role of 3 characters during the course of the game. The main character is Desmond Miles, a 21st-century assassin, working to uncover the secrets of a mysterious precursor vault that will protect the Earth from an upcoming solar flare on December 21, 2012. Dirt Rally is a racing video game focused on rallying. Players compete in time stage events on tarmac and off-road terrain in varying weather conditions. On release, the game featured 17 cars, 36 stages from 3 real-world locations, Monte Carlo, Paus and Argolis, and asynchronous multiplayer. Stages range from 4 to 16 kilometers. Subsequent updates added 3 more locations in the form of Famholder, Jamsa, and Vermland, as well as Rallycross and player versus player multiplayer modes. Homefront is a first-person shooter video game developed by Chaos Studios and published by THQ. The game tells the story of a resistance movement fighting in the near future against the military occupation of the western United States by a Korea unified under Kim Jong-un. Homefront was met with mixed reviews across all platforms. Some critics praised the atmosphere and story, while others panned those same aspects, along with the short length of the single-player campaign. However, the multiplayer aspect was generally well received. Call of Duty 4: Modern Warfare is a first-person shooter. As opposed to earlier games in the Call of Duty series, the story takes place in the year 2011, where a radical leader has executed the president of an unnamed country in the Middle East, and an ultranationalist movement ignites a civil war in Russia. The conflicts are seen from the perspectives of a U.S. Marine Force recon sergeant and a British SAS commando and are set in various locales, such as the United Kingdom, the Middle East, Azerbaijan, Russia, and Ukraine. Medal of Honor is a first-person shooter video game. This game focuses on portraying operations in Afghanistan. Typical in-game objectives include raiding enemy hideouts, hostage rescues and undercover operations. The modification of Unreal Engine 3.0 allows players to slide to cover and other combat moves. Players can request ammo from teammates in the single-player campaign, though this is limited.